Hello and welcome to another episode of The Realtor. I believe and I understand with the great improvement of infrastructure in Kenya, many places have opened for you to invest. And people who are doing this business have mastered the art of property value addition. Today, I am here to take you for a property tour for you just to understand what is this all about value addition, and perhaps you'll be enlightened on what to consider when you'll be buying your next plot. Join me in this because it's gonna be enticing. You'll understand it. Hello, thank you. I promised you that we're gonna land right here where we're gonna understand what exactly value addition is all about. And you know what? We promised this when we were talking about value addition when it comes to land investment. And I was with one guy, popularly known as James Plotty. He promised us he could take us for a virtual tour, and this is why today we are here right here. It's quite sunny, but the breeze is just amazing. And I believe that these are some of the things that we shall be unlocking and of course making you understand very well. James is here with me, and thank you so much, sir.
Karibu sana.
Habari ya mwaka mpya.
Karibu.
When we were with you last time, I promised people and these viewers that we're gonna be here just for a virtual tour.
Yes.
Just to understand what is all about, validation, and you had verbally and theoretically explain to us what is validation.
Oh, yes.
In a nutshell, just maybe we can start physically telling us what is all about validation.
Value addition is about improving the look of a project. So instead of you buying a bare land, we have done some improvements.
Right.
We have added some things that makes it easier for you to start construction. One of them is fencing. The second thing is building a beautiful gate, like this one. Very beautiful one. Then other than that, we get you trained security personnel to man this project, as you can see there.
With,
so that
with a security house.
Yeah, with a security house, so that everyone who is coming to the project, when you're bringing your materials for construction, you know they are safe.
And there's something I want these people to get clear right here, James. We're not talking about, you are not doing construction per se. This is selling of plots.
We only sell land.
Right.
But in Europe, they call them serviced plots.
Service plots.
USA, they call them serviced pieces of land, which means it's a piece of land, but there are social amenities which are added to make it easier for the investor to develop.
I know most of us here maybe could be thinking of a value addition in terms of, the value chain of consumables, the foodstuffs and all that.
Yes.
Maybe milk to yogurt, yogurt to other, all that. But it also applies when it comes to what James does.
Oh, yes, to land.
Okay.
Yes.
So those who have been asking what is about value addition when it comes to property, that is why today we are here in Kajiado County. And of course, we are with an expert who is doing it over 22 years now. And all this is because you have, I love your tagline, inspiring possibilities.
Inspiring possibilities.
So it is possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Now, we've talked about fencing and gate and security.
Yes.
Right? Tell us more about the same.
Now, for this investor called Mr. Robert, the reason why you are buying this piece of land, it's because you want to develop a home, or maybe you want to sell, dispose of this property in the future.
Sure.
So other than just doing the fencing at the gate, we go an extra mile. Each investor in this property want to assess their property. Because it's a big piece of land, 100 acres, subdivided into different plots of land. So now each plot needs access. You see? Because each home needs a gate.
Yes.
Then we do something we call constructing internal access roads. Where we are, these are internal access roads.
And mind you, so this is not about the county government.
No,
it's very internal.
No, this is internal. It's within the project. It's done by Optiven. We bring lorries here. We bring tractors. They do the grading. Then we install a maram. We compact them to make it accessible that even during the rainy season, Mr. Robert can come from Nairobi, TV47, and come assess your property.
Now, wait, it's quite expansive. I'm used to 9 meters kind of a road.
Yes.
How wide is this road?
This road is 9 meters, but we give a reservation for another value addition. There's something we call water connection.
Right.
In this project, we have done a borehole, and then after doing the borehole, we pipe that water along each and every plot.
Wait a minute. We talked about gating, fencing, grading the roads,
yes,
and compacting.
Yes.
And now you're talking about water.
Yeah, we drill a borehole.
Each plot has got water.
Each plot has water.
Okay.
And if you can look on my left here,
right,
this area is part of the road, but it's only for water connection.
Oh.
This is where we do the piping.
Right.
So that when you're coming out to construct, when you're coming to develop your property,
right,
you have water within your property.
Yes.
Other than that, we go an extra mile. We do something we call power connection.
Right.
Ahead of you, you can see three-phase power is already there. Now this power is connected within the project. Then investors who have bought here now can form a homeowners association,
right,
and be able to pass this power along every plot. But for us as Optiven, we bring a transformer, a three-phase power to the project. Then investors now can distribute the power to their individual plots.
Awesome. And from what I'm getting from you, Bwana James, is you don't wait. People don't buy plots from Optiven or from you people just to come and wait steamer ikuje. You bring steamer where you are. You bring water where you are.
There's a tagline,
right,
I told you last time, and you're forgetting. In Optiven, atusemi na kutenda, tunatenda alafu tunasema.
I rest my case. Now, remember you're talking about, value addition when it comes to plots particularly. Yes. And why I had to come with James is because he's the one who initiated this topic. I did felt there was need for him to come and practically show us what he was telling us about the fencing, the gating, the compacting of roads, water possibilities, and also steamer. Tunaongea mambo ya steamer ambayo iko site, sio kwenda kutafuta steamer. Now James, tuambie ikifika hapa. Maji tunayo, steamer tunayo, barabara zipo, na perhaps zile vitu zingine ama vingine watatuelezea. Naweza uliza kitu kimoja tu. When it comes to this kind of a thing, somebody here will say, perhaps this plot without all these amenities could be going for 1 million, and you are selling me, let's say, 4 million. Why don't I get a 1 million plot without all these, and perhaps use the 3 million to do what you've done for me? What is the secret behind and the arithmetic behind this?
There's something we call the power of equity.
Right.
The power of money.
Okay.
Initially, before I joined Optiven, I used to have the same kind of a mentality that I can also buy a piece of land and do the development myself.
Right.
But then one day I sat down and I did arithmetics. You know, B plus C is equals to D. If I buy a piece of land within this neighborhood, it may cost around 1.5.
Right.
Which is okay. I'll get the title deed and everything to a cost of around 200,000,
sure,
which comes to a total of around 1.7.
Exactly.
Then I'll need water in my project. And there's no county water here. So I'll need to drill a borehole.
Right.
Drilling a borehole around this Acacia area in Kitengera costs around 1.2 million. So that is coming to a total of 2.9.
2.9.
Now after doing the borehole, I'll need a water pump to pump water from the borehole to the tank. A water pump may cost around 500,000.
Right.
Then I will also need a storage tank. I also need piping. I also need power to be connected so that they can power.
And you have not fenced, you have not gated.
Fenced. I have not even gotten a security guard. I have not gotten a caretaker.
Okay.
Because in Kitengera and in Kenya in particular,
right, if
you bring a power, a water pump, worth around 500,000,
right,
and you leave it there alone, let me tell you, it will walk. It will literally walk. At night.
I hope you're getting this right, because James is putting it in black and white. So why? Because validation is bringing, or rather pulling resources together and making it easy for you as an investor, making it easy for you plot owner or potential plot owner, and particularly in this place we're talking about a plot that is fully serviced. And I have walked around, Mr. James, trying to look at a fully, now the real fully serviced plot, and you could find some are doing fencing, it's okay, without trees. Some are doing water without without steamer. Kwa hivyo kuna mambo mingi watu wanafanya tofauti. And how you have come to put all this together is what enticed me, and I felt we're gonna have it here. Now tell me, there are people who looks, kuna watu wanalima ama hii ni ya kupita tu?
Let me tell you.
Right.
Wakenya, we are very, very creative.
Right.
The moment you place your deposit, tuseme umeandika deposit ya 200,000.
Yes.
We give you freedom kwanza kutengeneza hiyo shamba yako, kitu tunaitanga temporary development.
Okay.
Temporary development ni kama hii. Unaweka fence yako. Unaweza anza kufanya farming. Unaona kama huyu amelima mahindi. Na huku ni Kitengera. Huku ni Kitengera kuna mahindi.
Right.
unaweza anza kupanda matunda, nitakuanza mwingine pale amepanda matunda.
I can see, right.
So and what makes it easier is because we have water on site, and we have a caretaker and a security guard.
All right.
So as an investor, kununua shamba sio kuweka pale wangu unachijia maboys nyama choma kila mwezi wa mwaka ukiwaambia nilinunua plot Kitengela. Hapana, let that plot start generating money for you. Lima mboga, familia yako usiende kuanunulia mboga pale sitaki kutaja jina. Lima mboga, let your family be feeding from that
because it is yours.
It is yours, and there is water.
Hold it at that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, I believe now this is getting and hitting your memories. I know you went looking for a plot somewhere. This is all what value addition is about. And this is something I love putting across. You may not necessarily come to James for the plotting, but the information is power. The unlocking of these and, unlocking of these insight is very important and very critical when it comes to you going for that very, very project that you are looking for and to having. Now, we shall be looking into details what it all entails. You know, what we are talking about, the roads, the street lights, and more so the construction that is going around here. Who is constructing and why are they constructing at this particular time? Thank you so much. Don't go away, because right after a short while, we are back.
Did you know you can live in your home in Juja Farm and work in Nairobi CBD? Or are you in the diaspora and looking for a suitable place to build your home? Leeds Property Solutions is making this a reality. With a cash prize of 580,000, own a plot at Leeds Gardens or pay a deposit of 200,000 Kenyan shillings and the balance in 4 months. These plots have ready individual title deeds and only 15 minutes from Thika Superhighway along the newly tarmacked Juja Farm Road. For site visit our office in Ruiru Town or call us on 0792 161 099 or visit our website www.leedsproperty.co.ke. Leeds Property Solutions, your investment pointer. You are watching TV47, the home of untold stories.
Hey! Kaluma King Herbal Lozenges zinazo nguvu maradufu kutuliza kikohozi, vidonda vya koo na mafua. Kaluma King ni shwari. Tika mama huyo muharifu kaiba kuku zangu, vifaranga wangu na mayai zote pia kabeba. Haya, tika mama huyo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
If Tekra was 100%, I used to just breathe in 5% of her brain, which was so smart.
You need to God that you do your part, you fight justice.
Mystery of floating bodies in River Yala continues to deepen after 7 more bodies were retrieved from the river.
Nobody had that right to take that life.
It's a bad feeling. Terrible.
When we go to court, we noticed a lot of surveillance on our team.
Nikiwafikiria ama nione picha zao, mimi nalianga usiku mzima.
Hata kama vijana wangu watarudi, lakini sitawasahau.
This is the last door.
You are watching TV47, the home of untold stories.
Welcome back. This is the Realtor, and as usual, we are going round and round just to bring you what is amazing in the market, and more so in this very broad sector of real estate. Thank you so much. Today we are unearthing some aspects when it comes to property value addition, and today we are in Kitengela, courtesy of Optiven Limited. And why we are here is because we have one of the best projects that is value added. Nothing is missing, nothing is left out. And we have with James Plotty. James Plotty.
Oh yes.
I love the name. And thank you so much for the opportunity of giving us to learn about value addition when it comes to this. And as a realtor, we appreciate also your contribution. Now, before the break, we talked about how people can utilize their pieces, and you have seen down there people farming or doing farming. And at this particular time, I want you to tell us what has inspired this kind of development that we can see. Is it the value or is it just the location?
I would say one of the things is the demand for housing.
Right.
It's also pushing for people to come and start developing. There's a huge demand for housing in Kenya. Another contributor is the availability of the value additions. It makes it so easy for investors to be able to move to the next phase. Other than owning the piece of land, now they can be able to develop their projects. So that one is also a huge contributor. And another contribution is that we have lending title deeds for each and every plot. This also makes it easier for people to develop because you don't wait for your neighbor. The moment you clear your payment, you get your title deed and you can go for the county approval to start construction. So those are some of the major contributors.
Mind you, and I believe this is one of the silent value addition that people may not have captured before when it comes to ready title deeds, all availability of title deeds. And James, maybe you can highlight something small because this cuts across board. Whether you have value addition physically, as you can see, or you just have bare land. What is this very important when it comes to title deeds in regards to developing your parcel?
Okay. Currently, for areas like Kitengera, Kagudo Road, Kiabu, these are areas near the metropolis of Nairobi. For you to be able to develop, you need your title deed for you to get the county approval for the kind of a house you want to develop. Now, you find there are so many other bare lands out there because these people don't have title deeds. Maybe they have the mother title deed of the entire project, and the county cannot do approvals for individual houses like the ones you see here with the mother title deed. They require the individual title deed of that plot for them to approve the development for you.
Wow. Kindly note this. You need the individual title deed per plot for you to have the approvals by the county authorities or county government. And this is something that I felt you should bring it out so clearly. And there's something that have also been in my mind when it comes to financing by the financial institutions, the banks also. How does that go when it comes to ready title deed?
Well, it's usually one of the things we capitalize on, and we are trying to advise Kenyans to go for it. Like right now, we have ready title deeds for each and every individual plot in Victory Garden. Now, as an investor, as Robert, you can come to Optiven, request us you want to invest in plot number 6. So we will give you the document, the sale agreement, the offer letter for that plot, and also the original title deed that you can go with it to your bank or to your SACCO so that they can finance you to pay Optiven, then back in our
So basically the bottom line here, James, is lazima nikuwe na hiyo title deed hata kama sio kwa jina langu. Hata kama inasoma Optiven, it has to be there for a bank to finance me.
Now what happens when we give you the title deed, utapeleka kwa banki yako. They will do something we call charging. They will transfer the title deed maybe to your name or to their name from our name. Then they will keep on charging until umalize kulipa.
So kila unafaa kujua hapa ni ya kwamba hawezi pata hii huduma ama this facility bank financing kama hauna title deed ya hiyo plot yako. Very important, and I believe that's the bottom line of this, a very basic value addition to any plot. Thank you very much. Now take us to why are people, you've talked about one aspect why people are developing in such huge numbers. Now do security contribute to this kind of development?
I remember the first project I bought some 15 years ago. Up to date, I've never developed. It's not very far from here.
15 years.
15 years. It's near KAG. Reason I have never developed this property. The moment I try to bring construction materials, I'll bring them on Friday, but on Monday, the kiwanja is empty. Silikuwa sinatembea weekend. Why? Security. And that is one of the things that is making Kenyans not develop their pieces of land. Ukitoka Nairobi kabla ufike mahali tunaitaka Kamuru, utapata viwanja mingi sana. They are empty. Why? Security in this area. But in a gated community like this one, umeona kuna mahali watu wamemwaga tu mchanga, wengine wamemwaga kokoto, wengine wamemwaga mawe, and they are not worried. Why? There is security. You are less assured that nikimwaga mawe yangu, mande nitaipata. You are less assured that ukianza kujenga mjengo wako kama huyu, wakati umeacha madirisha yako pale, umeacha mashini yako ya kuchomelea, you are not scared ati usiku zitatembea.
Now when it comes to development and of course such constructions that are going on here, there's something that comes into my mind, and I believe this comes to me and thousands of these people watching here. Do this kind of value addition guarantee return on investment
to a customer? To an investor?
Yes, to an investor.
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you.
Right.
The moment you buy this piece of land, when we have not done any valuation, the moment we started to sell Victory Garden, we were selling at a cost of 1.6.
1.6.
It was bare land.
Right.
Kichaka, hakuna barabara, hakuna maji, hakuna nini. Then we gave investors a timeline. In 18 months, we will have completed all the value additions. Now, those who came to buy after 18 months, they were buying at a price of 2 million.
Right.
Now, another 3-4 months down the line, the cost of a plot here is 2.495.
Right.
So you see, it's improving the value of the property.
Right.
So that is return on investment. Now, if you buy this property now at a cost of 2.495,
right,
in another 2-3 years, hii miti itakuwa imekua.
Right.
Maji itakuwa mingi, watu watakuwa wameanza kujenga. You are going to dispose the same plot in only 3 years at 5 million.
Wow.
Na mtu akikataa unamwambia pole sana.
Na ulinunua kwa bei ya 1.2.
1.2
at the very beginning.
Yes.
Now, thank you very much. And why we are exposing quote unquote all this is because I want you to understand the importance of value addition. And why we are at Victory Gardens here, right in Kitengela, is simply because it's a combination of every aspect that you may consider part of value addition. And George is trying to explain why security, why the roads, why the trees, and I'm coming there, why the water, and of course why the fencing, because each and every other aspect complements each other or one another. And now, George, you've mentioned about Kupanda Miti. I remember I toured a place that you are planting trees. I didn't even know that it was Optiven, but the trees were like this. Yes. And I was asking myself, a tree that is 1.5 feet high, how long will it take to grow? And that's what you are calling value addition. Can you kindly tell us, we can see the beauty in this place. How long does it take it in this aspect?
To remind you, the place you came to visit is this place. It's Victory Garden.
The same place we are in?
Is this place. In fact, we were in phase 3.
Right.
Huko ndiko ulikuja bahari wakati tulikuwa tunapanda miti kwa hivi.
Right.
These trees. These trees, they are drought resistant.
Okay.
They can do without water.
All right.
So even before we install water, the small rain we get can sustain them.
Right.
So in a duration of 2 years, the trees are like this.
Okay.
So you can imagine.
Was buried 2 years ago.
Yes. You can imagine in another 5 years.
Right. It's a whole forest. Because of time, this is a phrase I don't like using, but today allow me to use it. Just because of time,
yes,
I would love you to tell us what you have in store, rather tell us your final remarks, kwa sababu najua hawa watu wameelewa na wanajua vizuri what it is all about when it comes to, value addition.
Thank you. We are trying to call up on Kenyans to embrace investment in real estate, in land.
Right.
Because this is the only thing that God is no longer manufacturing again.
Sure.
We are manufacturing kings every day, but God has not gone back to manufacture land in Kenya.
That is true.
God is not manufacturing another land. Now before we end, let me show you something. Mbona Tyson, leta hiyo matunda hapa watu waone.
Danzo kwa dakika moja.
This fruits ni mahali tulikuwa pale.
Okay, pale kwa ukulima.
Pale kwa ukulima. Na hizi ni beetroot.
Yes.
And this is in Kitengela. So I'm telling all investors, kama uko na shamba umewekelea deposit Kitengela. Kama uko na kaploti ununua hapa Victory Garden.
Yes.
Kuna maji. Kuna stima, kuna caretaker. Kuja upande beetroots.
Wow.
Kenyans need food.
Wow.
So
great.
Kenyans, you have an opportunity to invest and own a piece of Kenya.
Dying.
Anywhere you need, just contact Optiven or you can call my number.
Right.
+254 708 459 336.
Thank you. And if there everybody knows James Plotty, from wherever corner of this Kenya, najua tunamtambua vizuri. And thank you so much, because today I believe you have now come to the full realization of the importance of value addition, from return on investment to immediate settlement, and more so the security of your property when it comes to even financing from financial institutions. Thank you so much for keeping it here. This is where we all unearth everything that pertains real estate. And I request that if you have any question in regards to value addition, just go to our Facebook page, the Realtor TV 47, and direct it there. Not me to answer, but I'll direct that to George Plotty, and you'll have your answer right here. Thank you so much. Until next time, I've been your host, Robert Demo. God bless you.
We value value your feedback. If you would like to send questions, comments, or suggestions for your favorite TV47 shows, call us on telephone number 0740-047-047 or email us on info@tv47.co.ke. You can also write to us on PO Box 599-00606 Sarit Center, Nairobi, or you can reach us on any of our social media at TV47 Kenya across all platforms. You can also drop your complaint or feedback at our office located on number 10 Ojiji Close off Ojiji Road, Parklands, Nairobi.
Are you looking for a college that will impact your practical skill sets? Troyson School of Medical Health and Science Technology offers